going on, guys? And today I wanted to talk about DeMar DeRozan, likely to be traded, and he prefers the Miami Heat or New York Knicks. So the original report is coming from Sam Amick of The Athletic after all these 3 months or years of chatter about the Bulls and Raptors both becoming sellers. It seems like at least the Bulls are probably going to be the guys, as Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan in Chicago are two players that could possibly be hitting the trade market as players that supposedly Zach LaVine doesn't really have a market, but DeMar DeRozan does. And DeRozan, perhaps more than any of the, players that have been mentioned, is the most likely to be moved. Expiring deal. He's necessarily not that big of a contract, so it's like not necessarily a burden for anyone to go out and get him. Now, DeMar, according to Sam Amick, when it comes down to possible destinations, the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks are known to be the preferred destinations to DeMar DeRozan if he winds up getting traded. Now, obviously everybody knows that my assumption the Miami Heat would do a deal of like Kyle Lowry, Nikola Jovic, and maybe I guess they could throw in, that's where it gets confusing, just like salary filler of like Orlando Robinson or something. Because it's like $37 million you have to get to. Like DeMar isn't making like earth-shattering money, but it's still a decent paycheck, what he's making. So for me, it makes me wonder like, okay, Miami, they have the Kyle Lowry contract they can use. I guess Tyler Hero's another guy, but like if I was trying to get DeMar, I would offer them, hey, here is so-and-so with a young player, and maybe some second-round picks. I wouldn't do anything crazy. Now, obviously, Miami would be cool, but New York probably has the easier chance of getting him because they can offer a combination of, like, obvious Evan Fournier, a salary filler, and then who else? I'm trying to think. That they can go out and get, because the whole thing is like, okay, the deal wouldn't. RJ Barrett's playing great, Jalen Brunson's great, Julius Randle's great. So who are you giving up to get yourself DeMar without gutting the roster? I think that's where it becomes. You got to find basically $20 million, and I think that's a bit harder than it seems. That's not like their salaries currently aren't set up for them to easily be able to just go out and get into a bidding war. Both teams can get it done, but the salaries they have, I just don't know if the players they'd be willing to move. So DeMar would definitely be interesting to see where he ends up. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know down below.